The majority of folks initiate their day by mentally cataloging their issues. These issues then trigger specific memories associated with certain people and events. Consider your brain as an antiquated tape player, constantly replaying the same old cassette every single day. Your brain is essentially a time capsule of the past. Hence, when you kickstart your day, you are predominantly reliving past experiences. All your memories carry an emotional weight. These emotions are the aftermath of past experiences. As soon as you contemplate these memory-laden problems, you find yourself awash with feelings of sadness, unhappiness, and distress. The way you perceive and feel influences your character, essentially engineering your persona. If you embark your day engrossed in past woes, it's inevitable that your past will soon silhouette your future. Consider this. An unfortunate event yesterday incurs your anger. Now, you wake up today, revisit the event in your mind, and find yourself fuming. Again. Keep doing this for 2 days, and you're perceived as having a bad day. 1 week of this, and people conclude you're grouchy. Persist with this train of thought, and anger will become synonymous with your character. Very soon, you'll develop the reputation of a permanent killjoy. So, as you see, your thoughts shape your destiny. It implies that if you persist in living in the past, you will unwittingly recreate the same life repeatedly. You continue living a life you don't prefer without even recognizing the cycle. Here's how it often unfolds. You start your day by reaching for your cell phone. You browse Instagram, scan WhatsApp, read a few emails or text messages, and quickly check the news. In this way, you're virtually tethered to your social life. Next, you fall into the trap of routine behaviors. You rise from the same side of the bed, make a beeline for the bathroom, grab your favorite coffee mug to brim it with the morning brew. You engage in your morning ritual of a shower, dressing up, and journeying via the same bus route or driving down the familiar road to your workplace. Once you arrive, you encounter the habitual faces that stir your established emotional responses. When the work clock stops, you hasten back home, ready to replay this entire sequence the next day. This regular series of actions morphs into your typical routine. Such routines start operating akin to computer software. The reins of your free will are handed over to these programmed manners, and your subconscious patterns get on the driving seat. By the age we hit 35, around 95% of our identities are a medley of memorized behaviors, automatic emotional responses, subconscious habits, ingrained attitudes, beliefs, and perceptions that operate like a coded program. You might voice the desire to be healthy, joyous, or liberated in your 5% conscious mind. But the body is governed by a different set of instructions. In such a scenario, it's a battle between the 5% conscious mind and the 95% subconscious. This battle is comparable to expecting an average person to outlift a professional weightlifter. The conscious mind stands little chance. Hence, the struggle to execute changes often culminates in a revert to older patterns, resulting in a static lifestyle. So, how to instigate necessary changes? You'd need to transcend the realm of the analytical mind, the partition between conscious thought and the subconscious. This transition is where the role of meditation emerges. By establishing a regular meditation practice, one can learn to modify brainwave activity and slow its pace. Mastering this skill allows access to the human internal system to instigate fundamental changes. Many tend to leverage a crisis, a disease, or a distressing diagnosis as the trigger to initiate changes. Joe Dispenza's philosophy invites us to question this pattern. Why wait for traumatic events to start the transformation process? Whether it's a state of suffering or one of inspiration and joy, both can serve as platforms for learning and change. So, why not opt for the latter? The majority of individuals dedicate about 70% of their lives existing in a survival mode, living enshrouded by stress, continually predicting the worst possible outcomes based on previous experiences. In the vast landscape of potential outcomes presented by the quantum field, they select the most negative possibilities. It's akin to scanning a limitless menu filled with varied delicious items and deliberately picking the worst option. Here's how this cycle operates. Each time you remember a negative incident, you stimulate the identical neurochemical response in your brain and body as though the incident is reoccurring at that moment. You transmit the same emotional signals within your system. In a sense, your body subconsciously replicates your mental environment and perceives these signals as if the event is currently unfolding. Many are perpetually recreating destructive emotional states by continuously ruminating about them. Therefore, they may cognitively express the wish to change, but the body, conditioned for years to respond to negative emotions, has the upper hand over the mind. Initially, a servant, the body has now assumed the role of a master. When you resolve to embrace change and venture into the unknown, your body resists it. It prefers enduring guilt and suffering because it can predict and familiarize with these shreds of emotions. The unknown is a frightening realm for the body to navigate. Venturing into the unknown equates to plunging into the depths of a vast river. Your body realizes that if you successfully reach the river's other side, it will face in transformation. To avoid this, it initiates various disruptions. As soon as you enter the meditative state, slight irritations like an itchy nose ensue, forgotten tasks resurface, random memories emerge, all in an attempt to distract you from your meditative exploration. It's the body's way of coaxing you away from the unfamiliar territory and back into a comfort zone bound by turmoil. Your body possesses numerous strategies to keep you from venturing into the unknown. But paradoxically, the unknown is the perfect canvas on which to paint your future. Meditation provides the most accessible passage to this mysterious realm. Once you achieve a deep state of meditation, you're ready to start sculpting your future. By closing your eyes and mentally rehearsing desired actions and behaviors, you're essentially drafting your future blueprint. Fully immersed in this act, your brain can't distinguish whether the rehearsed actions are imaginary or real. Through such imaginative exercises, you're installing the software of your future existence into your mind. Your brain evolves from merely being a memory archive to a roadmap leading towards the future. And in embodying this mindset, you open up the possibility of cultivating genuine happiness. However, the challenging part is conditioning your body to experience the emotions tied to your future experiences, even before they occur. Simply envisioning these scenarios isn't sufficient. You must elicit the corresponding emotion within your body. Think of thoughts as the brain's language and feelings as the body's vernacular. Through feelings and emotions, your body deciphers your brain's messages. If you don't sense any emotional shift, it suggests that your body isn't registering the signals. It's like having an operational internet modem in your room, but you're unable to connect because the Wi-Fi on your device is switched off. The instant you begin to experience the emotions associated with your thoughts, you've established an internet connection, enabling you to download your envisioned future life. The implication is profound. It intimates that you don't have to wait for tangible success to feel successful. You don't need to amass wealth to experience abundance, nor do you need to be in a relationship to feel love. As per the quantum reality model, the moment you start experiencing emotions of worthiness and abundance, you're essentially generating wealth. As soon as these feelings are initiated, you've taken the first step towards your envisioned future. Indeed, this process renders you the architect of your future, freeing you from the role of a victim, blaming external factors or past experiences for your current condition. Regrettably, many today are ensnared in their own web of negative thoughts from the past. A common misunderstanding is perceiving all our thoughts to be true. However, having a thought doesn't designate its authenticity, and it certainly doesn't mean it should influence your actions. On any given day, it's estimated that an individual thinks between 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts. A staggering 90% of these thoughts are identical to those from the previous day. If our thoughts are involved in shaping our destinies, maintaining the same thoughts will likely result in an unchanging life trajectory. The same thought leads to the same choices. The same choices prompt the same behaviors. The same behaviors generate the same experiences, and the same experiences evoke the same emotions. This correlation underscores the importance of meditation, which bolsters your awareness of your thoughts, actions, and emotions. The more aware you are, the lesser are the chances that undesirable thoughts will pass unnoticed. The term meditation implies familiarizing, as you acquaint yourself with your old self's thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. You weaken their grip on you. Consequently, you begin to nurture new thoughts and condition your body to experience a novel emotional state. With time and practice, this emotional state will feel familiar to you. Creating a new self is comparable to tending a new garden. You must begin by removing the weeds and rocks, uprooting the plants from the last season, and preparing the soil. Only after these preparatory steps can you proceed with planting seeds of change. Indeed, meditation can be compared aptly to gardening. It's a demanding task, demanding patience and tenacity. Teaching your body to settle down into meditation mirrors, teaching a disobedient pet. You instruct it to sit and stay, but it scampers off. Each time, you must retrieve it, guiding it back towards stillness. The moment you begin your meditation, your body starts questioning the deviation from routine. For instance, if you typically spend your mornings engrossed in emails and rousing frustrations, your body detects this break in pattern when you choose to meditate instead. It remembers the years spent engaging in a cycle of anger and yearns for the familiar, regardless of how toxic it might be. It starts seeking that predictable chemical state. However, each moment you consciously observe your body's reactions and align your attention with the present, you remind your body that it operates under your command, the command of your mind. Gradually, your willpower outstrips the existing programming. Just like disciplining a pet, with persistent practice, your body learns to comply. The moment your body capitulates to your mental command, there's an energy shift. You move from being a solid matter to an energy wave, liberating yourself from the emotional shackles of a well-trodden past. If you commit to this process for a mere 7 days, the changes in your life will be apparent. You'll be more mindful of your old patterns and more adept at avoiding reversion to your prior unhappiness. Naturally, you'll need to extend this practice until your envisioned future is no longer a projection, but your present reality. Nurture your thoughts, cultivate growth. Treasure each stride in your journey. I hope this was a useful discussion. Thanks for engaging with me, and have a great day.